What is up, guys? This is Jackson MS here from the Curry Bandits, and I know, you wanted Mambo, but fortunately he couldn't be here today. At least it's not Joseph, though. So, anyway, we are back here with another feature match for the March monthly. Today we've got Sozetta versus Lettuce, the notorious artist behind the Mech BT, Crawl BT fan art. Not entirely certain what these players are on, but I do believe Sozetta is probably on Infernoble for Modern and Noble Knights for Classic. That's kind of their thing, honestly. So it looks like we're starting in Modern. Probably waiting for me to tell them to start. All right. All right, so we're starting in Modern. And Sozetta is going first. So, yeah, there it is, Heritage of the Chalice. So, probably gonna be Infernoble. I don't know. Maybe it's regular Noble and Modern, but not super likely. Getting Oliver. Rotifer Roland. And discarding the Roland. That's going to get them a search during the end phase, sort of like Scarm. And set for Shadebrig. Probably going to make Captain Roland here, and then hopefully there's another level 4 extender in hand. Or we could just use the normal summon, honestly. Could be anything. Ooh! Oh, that Ghost Ogre hurts. That really hurts. Yeah, that's got to feel really bad. Probably thinking if we want to use the normal summon or just save whatever's in hand, and yeah, not really a good thing to do here. But we do get to have Immortal Phoenix Gearfried as follow-up, and whatever we search off of Roland. That's going to be Renaud. So, very good follow-up. Not a lot of chance we could get killed just straight up on the crackback here. But starting with a Dragon Shrine for Absolrouter. And we'll be getting Tracer here. Or maybe Rocket Synchron. That could just go straight for a level 8 Synchro. Shell Rocket. That was Shell Rocket, right? Yeah, I recognize rockets. Squib draw. How long has it been since I've seen this card? Probably since like before the structure deck. So it looks like Lettuce is on the mid-range rocket pile that they've been tinkering with for a pretty long time. At least since Boot Sector has been unbanned. Boar Regenerator, pretty much Prem for rockets. Cosmic Cyclone. Feels bad, but and just to set one pass out of also. Yeah, both players kind of just screwing each other over back and forth here. But we do get to float in the end phase for Shell Rocket, and that's going to get us Metal Rocket. So that's at least going to wall us up against any push that Sozetta might be making here. We know quite a bit about the instant fusion. Wow. So the opener was Heritage of the Chalice, Rhoda, Instant Fusion, Shadebrig, Cosmic. That's a pretty cracked hand against anything except Ogre. And we top decked Ogier. Crazy. Milling the Astolfo. You know what they say, if you're in TCG, if you last long enough to resolve Astolfo, you just win the game. But now here, Astolfo is just a very good recovery play. So if we do get rushed down again, that might be something to make there. We do make Charles here. That's going to be pretty big. Equipping, that was Oliver, right? Doesn't say. Crackdown. This has been quite a match. And it's not even game 2. Yes, this is probably our last chance to crack down, because if that equip had gone through, we would have just popped the crackdown with Charles effect. Going for Gearfried here. And Astolfo, probably just insurance in case the Gearfried dies, because there's not really much else in the graveyard we really care about summoning back with Astolfo. Ogier going to equip. So if there's somehow another Ogre in hand, we're ready. Attacking the Charles here, probably going to take the Metal Rokket. So that's going to make the Metal Rokket, like, not able to float. So, pretty good play there. Now, Astolfo does summon from graveyard, so once that resolves, we will get our Charles back if we want. And that actually might just win us the game right there if we keep the Gearfried on the board and last long enough to get the Charles back. Got Boot Sector and Gateway Dragon. So we're getting a lot of material on the board here. Gearfried says no to the Gateway. And Destrudo coming down. So we can make a level 7 Synchro here if we want. Black Rose, not going to be a very good option here because obviously the Ogier will just protect the Gearfried. Unless I'm misremembering the ruling, because Black Rose pops the Ogier. I don't know how Yu-Gi-Oh works, guys. Ooh, Cyber's Quantum Dragon. Oh, this is a very crazy card in more simplified formats. Here we're getting, just going to be able to bounce the Gearfried back because the negate is no longer live, and then just going straight in for 25. And I don't believe there's another equip spell in the graveyard to banish for Gearfried. But we do have that in hand. That's a very good card to have right now. There's a lot of good stuff to get back with the Joyas if we want. Getting the Renaud, that's a really good option because it's going to get us another recursion. Alright, just going to equip it with the Oliver and probably put the Ogier on there also, just to protect it from everything. And Roland, just keep piling the equips on. Never enough. Quantum's going to fire there, but we will probably be negating that. And unfortunately, there's no replay here because it is already the damage step. But because we equipped that Roland and got to send it to the graveyard with Gearfried, we'll be getting another search in the end phase. Assuming there's even targets, I don't even know. We've gone through a lot of Fire Warriors already. So, who's to say that there's even a search target for Roland at this point? Renaud getting back the Durandal. So that's, I suppose, a good sign that there's another search target in deck if we think that Durandal might even be able to resolve, but Maugus. That's the one I was forgetting. That one does not come up in TCG ever, so it's very easy to forget about, but Boot Sector launch, once again, just going to soul charge our rockets back. We do get the max value out of that this time because we have 2 rockets in the grave. Two material on the board. 2 cards in hand. Only 1 negate. We know there's no hand traps because we know the whole hand. Haven't used very much of our extra deck at all, so there's a lot of options. Assume we're just figuring out what our best one is. Going to normal summon Magna Rocket. Making Booster Dragon. So this is one of the cards that was specifically designed to trigger rockets. Going to activate Magna Rocket here. Now, have we read the Magna Rocket? It appears we have because we are going to use the negate. And what does that leave us with? We could at least attack over the Renaud. That's one thing we know for certain. And that's looks like what we're going to do. We get to float with the Magna Rocket because it was destroyed. Into Tracer. Tracer going to pop Booster. Summon a Nest Rocket. This card is in the movie Marriage Story. Go check. And Booster Dragon gets to summon from the graveyard any dragon monster when it's destroyed. And it's been 2 turns, so we are resolving Astolfo. And we are getting Charles himself back. Charles in charge. If that back row isn't something just absolutely insane, this might just be the end of the game right here. Because we get to pop that. We get to pop the... Probably pop the back row? I assume that's what we're thinking about? Yeah. And it's set rotation. Yeah, not really what we wanted right now. And then Durandal and Maugus still in hand. 1 unknown from the draw phase. is there a path to lethal here? I do think that there is. I think we're just gonna have to have Gearfried attack something, equip another thing, so that clears 2. And then Ferocious Flame can attack whatever's left. Ferocious Flame has to attack Tracer, that's the only thing it can get over. And then Charles equipped with Roland is lethal. So the question is, do we see the line? I'm hoping that we do. But doesn't look like they have found it. But either way, this is not a good position for Omletis to be in. Because even if they don't die here, they just not a lot to rebuild off of. And yeah, now activating that Tracer actually just killed them because it gave Gearfried one more thing to destroy. Gearfried just got to clear the whole board, and that's going to be the end of game 1. Very good showing out of Infernoble Knight. Very strong deck. So I suppose we're going on to game 2. Alright, we are back for game 2. And looks like Suzetta's going first. Leading with Fire Formation Tenki. That's not a Noble Knight card. Interesting, they're on Bujins this month. So yeah, any opener that can get you to Yamato and Bujins is very, very good. The hands that start with Yamato are exponentially better than the ones that don't in this deck. Gonna get Hair here. Starting with Rhoda on Omletis' side. Not 100% sure what... Was that a Constellar card? Pardon? MST for the set card. Let me read this. Okay, this is just an extra normal. Okay, it would appear Omletis is on pure Constellar. You'll have to forgive me, I know absolutely nothing about this deck. I'm pretty sure they just spam Xyz, but I don't know how exactly they do that. Let me read this one. This is a level 5, and I pretty much has the same... The one thing I do know about Constellars is that they do have, like, the same sorts of effects on just, like, 3 different levels of monster. So there's a level 3 that searches, a level 4 that searches, and a level 5 that searches. And then I believe one of each of those that also give you extra normals or something. Another MST for the Mirror Force. Attacking over the Sheraton. Setting another card, and I assume we're probably getting Turtle here, so now we're pretty much protected from everything. Yeah. Yeah, the longer you let Yamato live without chipping away at its protections, just the stronger it gets. Summoning the Pollux. There's another level 4 in hand. We do get... No, we're just going for the tribute summon of... Let me take a shot at this. Zuben Eshamali. Searching... I believe that was Sombre. This does have the attack to get over Yamato, and we have the crow for hair. And I suppose, I don't know why we couldn't just chain that to the crow. But either way, we have honest, so maybe that's why we didn't care that much. We knew it just wasn't going to come up. Yeah, that's a good reason not to chain the hair. Either way, I suppose you probably should have done it just to avoid something like a dark hole in main phase 2, but no punish. Going right into the battle phase. So now that's down to 3,000. 2 more turns to get out of this. Suppose we probably search like Centipede. Wasn't expecting that, but yeah, I guess when we're at this point in the game, we probably just want to focus on breaking our opponent's board and trying to get to lethal. Level warrior. Level warrior, ladies and gentlemen. Book of Moon on the Sombre. Ah, that's gotta hurt. Probably firing that now to avoid any sort of rank 4 shenanigans. We don't even want to see what you want to make. Banishing the Centipede for Harume. And Crane, that's the end of the game. Oh. Well, really good showing out of Bujin there. Really showing why it's considered one of the best decks in Classic right now. But that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you all for coming out, and we'll see you guys next time.